Namaste and welcome. Thank you for joining us for yoga. We're here at the Lions Club in St. Martin and we're bringing you love and friendship and yoga. So let's take a moment to get on our mats together and just close the eyes and be with yourself for just a moment as you breathe in and out. And let me give you an image. If you've been with me a lot, you're familiar. Just think about as you breathe in that you're pouring a glass of water and that water splashes clean and clear and cool in the bottom of the glass, and then fill it all the way up. So as you breathe in, think about the deepest part of your belly being the base of the glass. Fill the body up like you fill a glass of water, and even visualize it overflowing and being so clean and so clear and so beautiful and fresh. Breathe in. It's time to exhale. Just let it all go without trying to control it at all. Sort of like a balloon, just letting go of all of its air, deflating at its own pace. And sit a little taller as you inhale. And allow yourself to soften as you exhale. See if you can slow it down. Inhalation, we're going to bring the hands to prayer pose and lift them up overhead, reaching tall, and lift your face, breathe in and reach up. Let's pull mangoes out of the tree. Reach up, grab, and pull it down. Breathe in as you reach up, exhale as you pull it down. Remember, as we go through the next 55 minutes or so together, but if anything I suggest feels difficult for you, if it's awkward, triggering, certainly if it's painful, you are certainly welcome to just avoid that movement. Don't even do it if it doesn't feel right for you. Or you might want to just come close to it and breathe into it. You might want to linger in a spot that's difficult and see if you can get it to let go. And I recommend breathing and sending the energy and the air to that spot that's talking to you. Give it light and love and good oxygenation, good breath. And maybe it will start to cooperate a little bit. But don't go past your limits at any time. All right, both hands float up, reach up, breathe in. And bring them all the way down to the floor. Let's leave the left hand right there and take the right hand over and then the other way. Imagine like a tree blowing in the breeze, gentle and slow, graceful and easy. Keep breathing. All right, start to wake that spine up now. We'll bring the hands straight out and turn the palm up. Take them back, squeeze back as if you're trying to touch the thumb tips behind your back together. Lift your face, push your heart forward, hold and breathe. From this position back here, see if you can lift up overhead, and prayer hands come down to the heart. Interlock your fingers and squeeze and release. Close your eyes again and just squeeze tight with the hands and let it go. Breathe in, squeeze, release, exhale. When you're ready, we'll invert the hands and round the back, drop the head, and push forward through the palms of the hands. You feel a gentle stretch in the palms and the knuckles. Take it a little bit left and a little bit right. Not very far, just an inch or two. One more time, left and right. And then back to the center. We'll lift our hands straight up overhead now. Reach it up, straighten the back. Lift the face, reach up, deep breath in. And hands to the back of the head. Push those elbows back. And let's just look up and blink and breathe. Keeping your head level, but look up to the top of your eye sockets. Blink and breathe. At the same time, pull the elbows back. Push the heart forward. Awesome. Stretch it straight up. Big breath in. Back to our back rounded head drop position, pushing out through the hands. And now overhead again, sitting tall, reach it up, big breath in. Keep the hands interlocked, bring them behind your head, but not touching your head. One elbow up, one elbow down. Take your time, switch it as much as you want. slow as fast as you want. Looks like we got Ellis with us. Hi, Ellis. When you're ready, we'll go straight up overhead again. Invert the hands, push out, we'll lift up, breathe in, and release. Give yourself a hug. Let's take those elbows, find stillness in the center, and we'll take those elbows in a big slow circle. Start down low by the floor and all the way over to the right, overhead and over to the left. Big slow circles. 3 times this way. And then we'll go the other way. As you come up this time, open like a flower blooming. Remember which arm is on top. Give yourself a hug with the other arm on top. And we will hug and sway. All right, let's start our circle. Take it forward and down, to the right and up. 3 times around this way. Every time we do a circle in yoga, it's an invitation to coordinate your breath. Inhale when you go up, exhale when you go down. All right, one more circle this way, and open, and breathe in. Big opening. And then just swing your arms around, nice and free and loose. We're gonna get our legs straight next. Go ahead and pull the flesh away from your sitting bones if that's something that helps you feel solidly connected to the earth through those pelvis points. Let's flex the ankles and tighten up the knees and thighs and arms reach up. Breathe in. We'll go for a diagonal reach now. So look down at your knees and reach your fingertips to the top of the wall beyond your toes. You want to try to keep the back straight and you really just hinge at the hips. Exhale, diagonal reach. Inhale, vertical reach. And all the time we're flexing those ankles and tightening the thighs and knees. Lift, breathe in. Exhale, reach. Inhale it. One more time. And reach. And up. Bring the hands to the floor. And this may be a little new for some of us. This is the inverted plank. So you can come up on your heels, lift your hips. Come up down. Now reach for your toes, bring it back. Exhale as you reach for your toes. Pull it back to your heart. Inhale. Reach. Inhale. One more time. Reach forward. Bring it back. Hands to the floor. This time bend your knees. And we'll do the inverted table. Lift your hips. Look up. And bring the hips all the way down. Just barely touch the floor. Bring it back up. Touch the floor just barely with your hips. Bring it back up. Sometimes like that. Coming down now, we're going to go into an extreme forward fold. Reach for your toes, your heels, your ankles, whatever you can grab. Bring your face close to your right as if you can. Alright, come on up. Give the legs a jiggle. Take them extra wide and let your knees bend slightly and your feet flop outwards, hands in the middle. Walk it down, go as far as you want. This time our back is rounded. Everything is soft and heavy and release and relax. Drop your head. Really let the weight of your head pull you down, pull you down, pull you down. After you've been down a moment or two, taking a couple of breaths here, maybe you can go a little deeper into your forward fold. This is the caterpillar pose. You're going to stay here and breathe, relax everything. Feel the decompression of your hips and lower back. Okay, let's bring the body up. And scoop the hips down to the heels and go ahead and lay on your back now. Arms can be wherever you like. Both knees to the left. Relax. If you like, maybe turn your head to the right. So knees one way, nose the other way. Relax your exhale moment. hips, belly and back, arms and legs, chest, shoulders. Relax your mind. Be with yourself, stay with your breath, feel your body. If you have to say something to yourself because your mind is always talking, give it words of love, such as, I love myself, I'm grateful for my life, I'm happy to be here now, in this moment, in this place, as I am. That means breathe in through the nose and really inflate your belly big and round. And then just let it go, effortless. Let it all go. When you're ready, bring the knees up. And over to the other side. So now the knees point to the right and maybe your nose points to the left. Relax everything, and you can put your arms wherever is most comfortable. Relax your tailbone and your lower back, your hips and your belly, your chest, your arms, your shoulders, your hands and feet, arms and legs, and your mind. Relax your mind. That's a lovely start to our yoga. Let's bring the hands down now. Bring the knees up in the air. Stick your knees together and pretend they're stuck that way. Like they're stuck with strong Velcro. Take them away and around and back to the chest. Take those knees in a big, slow circle. The more you want to challenge your abs, try and get the legs a little bit straighter as they go out away from the body. And then bring them back and squeeze it into the chest. Around we go 3 more times this way. Let's change direction. This is good for us, right? Bring it in. Hands grab the knees. Pull them apart, but don't go too far. Open a little bit. Breathe in. And cross. Cross the knees over each other like you're sitting at a desk. Change your hands on your knees, and we're going to pull the knees into making the thigh bones make an X shape. So pull with strong hands and arms, but relax the legs and hips. Pull, pull. Keep breathing. And uncross. One hand to each knee. Open. Breathe in. Take your time. Exhale, close, and cross the knees the other way. Change hands on the knees and pull the thigh bones into an X shape. Strong arms and hands, relax the hips and legs. Pull. Keep breathing. Let's try that whole sequence again. Uncross, open wide, breathe in. Close, cross the knees, and change hands on the knees. Pull with strong arms, relax the legs. Uncross. Open wide. Breathe in. Cross the other way. Close the knees, cross, and exhale as you pull. Keep pulling, keep breathing. Release. Stretch out on the floor. Stretch your hands overhead on the floor and stretch the whole body long and straight. Point your toes, wiggle your toes. Reach with your fingertips, wiggle your fingers. Hands down by your hips. Knees bent, heels next to your hips. We're going to do a 4-part sequence of movements here. This is bridge up, push your feet into the floor, lift your hips, squeeze the buttocks, then drop it right back down where you were. And bring your nose to your knees above your heart, squeeze it to a ball. All throughout this time, your hands don't move. They're on the floor and they're not doing anything. Bridge up, bridge down. Nose to knees above your heart, squeeze it to a ball. and back. I'm going to do 12 more of these at my pace, and you do your pace. I'll let you know when we're done. That's one for me. Halfway through the set, keep breathing. Remember, you don't have to do it if it feels like it's too much for you. Just take a rest. We'll catch up on the other side. Got one more set here. Come on down. Let's reach the arms and legs up into the air. Take your time. Get them up there. If the knees are bent, it's okay. We're just going to circle our ankles and our wrists. Any speed, any pace, any way you want. Circle this way and that. All right, bring everything down, and let's come into reclined cobbler pose. This is open knees, heels and toes lined up together, sole to sole, with the knees bent and heels close to your pelvis. If this is terribly uncomfortable for you, you have options. You can put blocks or pillows under your knees, or books if you don't have either of those. Or if you don't have anything, just put your feet a little wider than your hips and let your knees lean against each other. So that would be the pyramid pose. Either way, just keep breathing, try to relax. All right, we're going to stretch the legs out. And arms are going to go straight out to the side, palm up. So reach it out from your shoulders side to side. Take your right leg and bend it and put the heel close to the right hip. Push your heel into the floor and notice your right hip rising up. You'll roll a little bit over onto your left hip. Now take your right hand up into the air, all the way up to the ceiling and over till your right fingertips find your left fingertips on the floor. And once those fingertips touch each other over there on the left, slowly and very lightly drag your fingertips up your hand, up your wrist, up your arm, across your chest, and extend it out with an exhalation. We're going to do that 2 more times. Starts with pushing your foot into the floor, lifting up that right hip. Now your right hand swoops up to the ceiling and over. Find your fingertips on the floor. Breathe in and reach. Exhale as you drag your fingertips up your arm, across your chest, and extend it out. Finish your exhalation. One more time. Push your heel into the floor, lift your hip, reach it up and over with your hand, fingertips touch, and barely touch it, barely touch it. Drag it slowly up your arm, across your chest, and out. Exhale. Extend that foot out. Now bend your left knee and put your left heel close to your left hip. Push your left foot into the floor and lift that left hip up. Roll over on your right hip. Now bring the left arm up to the ceiling and over. Find those fingertips. Touch them ever so lightly. And inhale as you reach. Exhale as you drag the fingertips lightly up your arm. Exhale and take it out. 2 more times. Lift it up. Breathe in. Over we go. Find your fingertips and drag slowly up the arm. Exhale it out. 1 more time. Push your foot, lift the hip, arm comes up, reach it over, and drag them up slowly and lightly. Exhale all the way. Extend that leg. And let's reach from fingertips to toe tips. Reach for the straight line. Expand your rib cage as big as it will go. Big inhalation. Wiggle your fingers and toes. If you feel the urge to yawn or sigh, don't stifle that urge. That's good. That's natural. That's coming from the body. Go for it. It's good for you. Stretch the right side, then the left. Stretch the right and the left. Got everything all at once? Just bring the hands down. Just rest for a moment. Hands can rest on your tummy and feel your breath in your hands. Just relax. Maybe do a little experiment, a little imagination experiment here. As you inhale, imagine you float up into the air, light like a bubble. As you exhale, imagine you float back down to the earth, light like a feather, floating down, floating up. It's a nice thing to do if you ever find you've got a little insomnia. Imagine you float up when you breathe in, imagine you float down when you breathe out. This is so calming to the autonomic nervous system. It allows you to rest and digest when you can rest fully and breathe deep. Beautiful. Let's bring those arms and legs up into the air again. And this time, flex the ankles and the wrists and bring the knees wide and the elbows all the way down. Imagine you've got a stack of books on your hands and feet. 3 or 4 or 5 books on each hand and each foot. Don't drop them. Take them down. Knees go extra wide if you can and push it straight up to the ceiling. Take it down, almost like a reverse squat, and bring it up. One more time, bring it down like that. And now as we go up, point to the ceiling. Flex it down like you've got those books, but point up to the ceiling. Let's go 10 more times. Down and up. That's 10. Down and up. That's 9. Flex down and point up. 8. Flex down, very wide, point up. 7. Keep going like that. You're breathing. 6. Flex down, point up. 5. Flex it down, point up. 4. 3 more. Keep it going. Breathing. There's 2. Last one. Flex it down. Point up. Let's lift the head. Lift your hips and your shoulders. Reach for the ceiling with your fingertips, your toe tips on the top of your head. Keep reaching up. All right, come on down. Let's move the arms and legs like you're pedaling the world's biggest bicycle. Big, slow circles. If you want to challenge your abs, get that leg straight, parallel to the floor as it goes through part of the circle. If you don't want to do that, just keep your knees bent and it won't be too tough on your core muscles. If you feel like this is difficult for your back, just take a rest and keep your circle small. It's about time to reverse our circle, go the other way. Let's go even bigger, even slower. Let the left side rest. Let the right side continue. Backwards bicycle, big slow, right arm, right leg. Left side is resting. Don't let it get engaged. Your left arm may be trying to help out. If so, maybe turn the palm up. That'll disengage it. You really want to just isolate the right side right now. And it's good for the nervous system to rewire yourself a little bit by doing things in a different way. 2 more times around like this, then we'll let the right side rest, and the left side's going to come up and do backwards bicycle. So switch sides down, backwards bicycle on the left side, and the right side is resting. Keep it moving, slow, big circles, connected to breathing. More times on the left, and everything gets the rest. Good job. Bring it down. Stretch out like a starfish on the beach. Take up as much space as you can. Let's reach in all 4 directions at once. Spread your fingers and toes wide. Lift your rib cage off the ground. Stretch and breathe in. Exhale. Let yourself go very soft, very heavy. Imagine you're just melting into the floor here. All right, let's go into our banana asana, the banana shaped pose. Take your right leg close to your left leg and then cross your left ankle on top. Take your right fingers on the floor, slide them over towards your left wrist or left elbow or somewhere in between, and now we relax. And as you try to relax, you may notice a little bit of tension building in your chest or ribcage area. Let it go if you can. Just relax. It's a very different kind of pose. Doesn't look like it's very hard, but it is hard to relax in this pose. And what are we doing here? We're opening up the right hip, the right waist, and the right ribcage, and the right armpit, but also the internal organs have a chance to shift a little bit, maybe moving a little bit over to the right, because you're creating a little extra space for them there. The more you relax and breathe deep, the more effective this is. So just relax. And when you're ready, come back to the starfish position. Stretch out in all four directions. Keep your fingers and toes. Big breath in. And go soft. Exhale it all out. Relax and melt into the floor. All right, banana on the other side. Take your left leg close to your right leg. Cross the right ankle on top. Take your left hand over towards your right wrist or right elbow or somewhere in between if you can. And relax. Drop all the tension in the body. Breathe into that open feeling in the left side of your waist. Relax your chest. Having a little more space on the left, maybe some organs inside the abdominal cavity shift a little bit. Maybe they function a little bit better. Maybe they can clear toxins that have been stuck in certain cells and certain tissues. Exhale fully. Take a couple of deep restorative breaths here. Nice job. Coming back to an easy, normal position. Let's all go to pyramid pose now. That means your feet are wider than your hips, knees are up, and let your knees lean against each other. And hands can rest on your tummy. If everybody has a strap handy, we'll do our hamstring stretch next. If you don't have a strap at home, you could use a belt or a scarf or anything that's handy like that. If you don't have anything at all, just grab your knee in your hands. We're going to start with the left knee up, the foot on the floor. Take your strap on your foot, foot's in the middle, and you hold on to the ends of your hand. Take the leg away. Start your comfort zone. Take a big breath in. Exhale, gently pull. As soon as you feel resistance or a stretchy sensation in the back of your leg or your hip, that's your signal to go back to your comfort zone. Start there, take another big breath in. Exhale, pull. Inhale, release. And in this gentle, careful way, just explore your flexibility with your breath leading the way. Awesome. We're going to take the leg to the middle of your zone. Wherever from your comfort zone to your therapeutic edge, find the middle. Hold right there and straighten out that other leg on the floor. And then just continue to stretch the leg that's in the strap. Work with your breath. Work with your breath as much as you're working with your leg. Really focus on the inhale as you pull and exhale as you release. And about now, you probably found your full range of motion, and you probably know where the stretch is intense, that therapeutic edge. Let's see if we can hold for 30 seconds. Try to relax more and more as the seconds tick by. Don't try to do anything except releasing the leg and breathe. Let it go. just passing the halfway mark. Keep relaxing, keep breathing. If you like to go a little deeper into the stretch, this is your opportunity. You don't have to. If you don't feel the urge to go deeper, you probably shouldn't go any deeper. Either way, keep breathing, keep trying to get the leg to let go, let go, right? It's okay, you can let go. Awesome. Let's release. Bend the knee, take the strap off your foot and set that strap aside. Take your knee across the body all the way till you're way up on your left hip. Let that right foot find the floor to rest there on the left. And then bend your other knee and arms go wherever you like. This is your reclined spinal twist. One of the most healing and lovely poses in all of yoga. We love our reclined spinal twist. Relax. The more you twist and the more you relax and the more you breathe, the more the body is able to heal itself. This is a nice compliment to the banana pose. If you like, you can take your back arm, your right arm, do a big, slow, reaching circle. Breathe in when your armpit is wide open. Exhale as your fingers pass your hip. Go around 2 or 3 times. That's all you need to do. And then return it to wherever is most comfortable to rest on the floor. Relax. Let's put a little sway in the hips, a little rocking. And then rock it back onto your back. Stretch the body long and straight. Realign the spine. Big breath in, reach. And relax. Grab your strap. Let's do the other side. Left side down. Left foot goes in the middle of the strap. We're going to bring the right knee up. Put that right foot on the floor near your hip. Hold on to the ends of your strap. Take it away. Take the leg away from your chest as far as your arm and the strap will allow. That's your starting position. Take a big breath in. And as you exhale, that's when you start to pull. As soon as you feel resistance in the back of the leg or the hip, that's your signal to go back to your starting position, back to your comfort zone. Work it slow. Be gentle and loving and careful. We are not competing with anybody, and especially don't even with yourself at some younger point in your life when you remember, oh, I used to be able to do this so easy. Don't think about that. We are here now, and we're grateful for our bodies right here, right now, as we are, just as I am. I accept myself with love and gratitude and breath. Explore your flexibility, find your range, and let's go to the middle point, where the stretch is not intense. Stretch out that right leg on the floor now, and we continue. Breathe a lot. Be gentle. All right, if you found that full range of motion, starting to notice that therapeutic edge, if you want, you can just hang out there at the therapeutic edge for about 30 seconds. It takes about 30 seconds for a stretched muscle to release. If you're really paying attention, you may even feel that relaxation reflex kick in about 20 seconds. Keep breathing. Keep asking the leg and the hip to let go. And relax. Feel the urge to go deeper into the stretch now. This is your chance, but you don't have to. Either way, keep breathing, keep letting go to the back of the leg. Even a little longer. side, that big knee across the body, rolling way up on your right hip till the left foot finds the floor to rest there on the right. Bend your other knee if you want. Relax and find your position for your arms. This is your reclined spinal twist on the other side. Very gentle. Very healing. Let yourself go. You're welcome to just stay here and rest. If you like, though, you can take that back arm, that left arm, through a big slow reaching circle. Breathe in when the arm is up by your ear and the armpit is open. Exhale as the fingers sweep past your hip. Just go 2 or 3 times. That's all it takes. And then find that resting place that's so comfortable. Let the arm return to the floor. Rock in the hips if you want. And then rock on over onto your back. Stretch the body long and straight. Realign the spine. Big long reaching stretch. And then bend your knees. Put your heels on the floor next to your hips. Reach your fingertips towards your knees. Lift your head. Lift your shoulders. Squeeze your belly muscles in. Crunch it up. Come on down. Reach and crunch your abs and down. Reach and down. Breathe out as you reach. Breathe in as you come down. And I'm going to use a little visualization here. Imagine you're walking through tall grass in a field or maybe a row of corn. Sweep it away in front of your face. So your hands sweep across the top of your knees. Sweep and sweep. Sweep it across. Sweep it across. Keep crunching the abs throughout. Sweep and sweep. Push that grass away so your face doesn't get scratched by those sticky needles and leaves. Little bits of rain. Sweep. 3 more on each side. Sweep. 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 Last 2. Side. All right, take a break. Let's come back to our reclined cobbler. Open the knees, soles of the feet line up next to your pelvis. Put something under your knees if you feel like your inner thighs are too stressed. If you don't have anything like pillows or blocks, you can just lean your knees against each other in a pyramid. Beautiful. Let's rock up and down. Let's rock side to side first. Grab your knees, open them a little bit, and rock side to side. All right. Come to the middle, and now bring your fingertips behind your knees. Clamp your knees down on your fingertips. Take the knees away from your chest. Straighten your arms. Lift your head, round your back, kick your feet, and rock up and down your spine from shoulder blades to hips. Eventually they can balance on their toes. Good afternoon. So let's see if we can balance on our hips and flex your ankles and toes point up to the ceiling. This is the beginner bow pose. Push your heart towards your knees. Lift your chin, pull your shoulders back. If you want to try the advanced or the regular bow pose, hands float out to the side. Just hold. Lift up, breathe in. Put your hands to the heart, bow the head. Lift it up, breathe in, reach up, and back, touch the floor. Let's do that one again. Reach it up. Hands to the heart. Up. Touch the floor, and come back to seated. Grab your strap. In the back. Take the strap a little bit wide so your hands are a little wider than your shoulders, and reach it up. Breathe in. And bring it down all the way to the floor in front. Bound your back. Exhale. Sit tall, reach it up, and take it a little behind your head as far as you feel good about it. Opens up your chest in the front of your armpits. Bring it down. Exhale. Look at the floor and then look up at the ceiling. Breathe in. Take it back. 2 more times. Down and up. Down and up. Bring it down to shoulder level now and just go left and right. Nice. Bring it back in front. All right, we're going to bring it behind the tailbone now. And your hands will be side by side on the strap behind your tailbone. Straighten your arms. If you need to, just slide your hands away the minimum distance that it takes to get the elbow straight. And we push the heart forward. Lift the face. Squeeze those shoulders back and squeeze the soft tissue in the upper back between your shoulder blades. Give it a good crunch. Slide it up to the base of the neck and lift your chin a little higher. Squeeze it by the base of your neck. Slide it down between the shoulder blades and down, down, down towards your waist. And bow your head. Let's stay here for 3 breaths. Slide it up. Lift the chin. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Up, up, up. Breathe in. And bring it back down. Bow your head. Exhale. Up and down 2 more times. Find your favorite spot. Stay there. Squeeze and smile. Yes. All right. Put the strap aside. And let's give ourselves a hug again. Walk the fingers back. And swing and sway. Come to the middle. Find stillness. Point your nose and your elbows straight up. Breathe in. Now all the way down. Exhale. 3 times up and down. Breathe in. Lift. Exhale. Lower. Notice which arm is on top. We'll go open like a flower, bloom, breathe in, and put the other arm on top. Swing and sway, and smile. Come to the center, find stillness. Lift the nose and the elbows, point straight up above your head, breathe in, and all the way down, exhale. Lift it up. Open like a flower. Big breath in. Grab your knees if you're sitting cross-legged. Grab your knees. If your legs are out straight, you can still grab your knees. We're just going to grab those knees and use them for leverage. Twist and look over the back shoulder. Unwind. Round your back and arch your back a few times. Come to the center. Now we twist the other way. Look over the other shoulder. Use your knees for leverage. So you're not just twisting your neck or your upper body, but all the way from tailbone to neck. Unwind. Arch and sway like a camel ride. Going for a camel ride in the desert. Take your time. Breathe a lot. Find stillness. Let's hold the prayer pose just a moment here. Hopefully you're feeling very centered and still, calm, and full of gratitude. We're ready to get up on hands and knees. Get up into your table pose here. Take your time. Come into hands on knees. Double check that you have a nice strong table, your wrists are under your shoulders, and fingers spread wide. If you like, your hands could be slightly forward over your shoulders. That's okay. And knees are under hips. Arch the back up, drop the hips up the tailbone under. This is a cat pose. Exhale. Pass through the flat table and lift your face. Lift your tailbone, turn it up, and let your back hang down like a hammock. This is the cow pose. Good time to take a big breath in. As you exhale, transition to the cat, arch it up, drop your head, tuck your tailbone under. Inhale, come into the mouth, release. Take your time. back and forth. These are perfect. Arch and sway. Nap and cow. All right, come to your neutral position. Take your hands one step forward on the mat, and take your hips back to your heels. Forehead to the floor in front of your knees. Drop everything. Relax in pose of a child. And this is a pose of humility and acceptance. Some of us may not be too familiar with those emotions. Maybe take a moment to explore how that feels in your body. Humility and acceptance. Take that nose low to the mat, up towards your thumbs. Your tailbone can go super high here. Twist that tailbone up to the ceiling. And then nose back to the knees and tuck your tailbone under. Exhale. Take it up to the thumbs. Nose is low. Hips are high. And back to the knees. 3 more times. Up and down the mat. Beautiful. Let's come all the way down to the tummy. Stay on your elbows though. Drop your hips. Elbows are going to be under shoulders and the hands are flat on the floor. The fingers spread wide. This is our Sphinx pose. In Sphinx, we push our elbows into the floor and lift your chest, but the shoulders stay away from your ears. Lift and lengthen your neck. Elbows strong to the floor. Relax your hips and your waist and your tailbone and your legs. Sphinx stares at the horizon. Through sandstorms, through days and nights, starry nights, and bright, hot, scorching days. Never changing, always content. Alright, we're going to sneak a nap. The Sphinx is going to take a nap. Put your elbows just a little wider and bring your fingers a little bit closer together, and then just allow yourself to collapse. Drop your head. Allow the shoulders to collapse in towards the neck. Drop that head. Slowly begin to put pressure on your elbows and bring the body back up to the real Sphinx pose. Elbows under shoulders, hands flat on the floor. Press your fingers into the floor. Press your elbows into the floor. Relax your tailbone, hips, legs, belly, and back. And then place your right hand where your right elbow is, and your left hand where your left elbow is, and push all the way back to pose of a child. Slowly rise up to the table and cat and cow again. Arch it up, sway it down. Come into a flat table. Let's get ready for downward dog. Turn your toes under. Get your arms and hands strong and ready to take some weight. Lift and knees into the hips. Walk your feet to wherever it feels comfortable for you to drop your heels if you can and push your hips up and back. Push your hands into the yoga mat with a lot of intention. And really relax your neck, let your head drop. This is a beautiful downward dog, stretching the back of the leg from hips to heels. Push your hands into the floor. Push your hips up and back. Okay, we're going to transition to plank. If you're not a happy planker, you can be on your knees and hands, or elbows and feet, or elbows and knees. Hold your plank. Look at the floor between your hands. Think about pushing the middle of your back where we scrunched it with the belt behind. That between the shoulder blades. Push that up towards the ceiling. Let's see if we can hold for 5 more seconds. And then we're going to transition to upward dog. And if you want, you can drop your knees or you can stay on your toes. We're dropping the hips and lifting lifting the face, upward dog. Plank. Back to our downward dog. Downward dog. Plank. Upward dog. Drop the hips, drop the legs, lift the face, lift the chest. Back to plank. All right, I'll give you a break. Come back to table. And let's go to pose of a child again. This time hands come back by the feet and the head drops down in front of the knees. And that lets your wrists rest a little bit. Slowly rising up and come back to a seated position. And this time let's try a straddle. Now everybody's straddle is different, so don't judge yourself. Don't even compare yourself to anybody or even yourself at a younger age. Whatever feels solid and strong for you is perfect. We'll reach the hands up and overhead. Reach up, breathe in, reach. Look up at your thumb tips, wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. And then bring that right hand down and lay it on the ground in front of your pelvis, and let's go over. Think about your ear coming close to your knee as you reach your fingers towards your toes. Floating up, cartwheel the arms around and reach through the side body. Up and over again. And up and over. Reaching up overhead, prayer hands to the heart. Let's take a moment to think about our chakras. The chakras are just places in your body where you have an awareness. Everybody knows the mind. You definitely have awareness in your mind. Everyone knows the heart. But the other chakras we're less familiar with. We're going to start with the root chakra. It's wherever you touch the earth. So when you're standing, it's at your feet. When you're sitting, it's at your pelvis. And here in straddle, you have the entire back of the legs from heels to the hip bones. Let's just connect that sensation with the earth. The root chakra is your instinct. It's your sense of safety. It's your sense of gravity. You may want to think of a color. Some people like to match colors to the chakras. That's kind of a modern take on the chakra idea. Chakras are a very ancient idea from a long time ago in the ancient world. So if you want to put a color to it, most people go red, and then they go through the spectrum up to purple at the top. So red, lift up and pull energy from the earth. Pull and lift through the pelvis, through the hips. Lift. Squeeze it up and squeeze it in. Bring it up. Let's bring our attention now to the sacral chakra, which some people use the color of orange. And the sacral chakra is full of fluids. It's very mobile. It's very soft. It's very sensual. It's full of creativity. And this is artistic creativity as well as reproduction, because that's where that is in the body. So the sacral chakra is free. Let it float left and right. Think about sensuality. It's so loud, you know. All right, we're going to bring ourselves to the center and come up to the solar plexus. The color is yellow. And this is the confidence and power. Strength, protectiveness. You may tighten there if you expect somebody to maybe throw a punch your way. You might be right there, tight. That's your protection. Strength, power, confidence, and protective instinct lives right here. Okay, now we rise up to the heart, and believe it or not, the color is green, which I like to think of green growth, plants, and leaves in spring opening. Everyone knows the heart is the source of love and empathy. It's also the seat of sorrow, and we can accept ourselves as we are, and others as they are as well. All right, we're going to rise up a little higher. Let's bring our fingertips to the throat. This is the throat chakra. Feel the vibration as we all say Om together. Let's breathe in. The throat chakra is your voice. And for many of us, we don't speak our truth. We hold it in. We stifle it down. Let's try and bring the confidence coming from the solar plexus along with the love and empathy of the heart and let it rise up into the throat to speak your truth, to speak your most deeply felt beliefs, because you are valid and your beliefs are valid. All right, we're going to rise up from the throat all the way up to the forehead. Bring your hands to face palm out with the fingers apart and your middle finger right in the middle of your forehead. This is the third eye chakra. And of course your mind, you know your mind. Everybody knows their mind very well. Sometimes we ask it in yoga to take a back seat to the other places in the body. And sometimes it cooperates and sometimes it doesn't. This is your intellect, the thinking, your sense of self to a lot of us, but your mind is not really yourself. You're the one listening to that voice in your mind. That's your true self. The color here is blue. Now we rise up. We're going to keep the elbows bent. Just make your prayer hands right above the top of your skull. This is your crown chakra. The color is purple, like royalty. And this is your inspiration and insight and blessings flowing from wherever, God, heaven, the universe, your ancestors. Let it flow in. Blessings and insight, inspiration. All right, lift it straight up overhead. Reach tall, breathe in, reach. And bring it down. Hands coming down past the third eye, past the throat, to the heart. Turn your fingertips to point down and go all the way, touch the floor. Bring it up. Turn your fingertips up. Reach up. Exhale, bring it down. And all the way to the floor. Walk your hands forward and just bend down just a little bit and push back. Bend down. Push back. A little bit more. And push back. Bring your knees up now and wrap your arms around. Grab your wrist or your elbow or somewhere in between and round your back, drop your head. I feel like the hour kind of got away from us. We didn't do much standing postures today, but I feel like we did get a nice yoga session for all of us to feel balanced and centered in contact with our true selves. So I'm grateful. I hope you are too. Take this balanced, peaceful feeling with you throughout your day. And take the time to share it with others through a kind word, a bright smile, a gentle touch, a knowing glance. Be patient with yourself and others. And I'll see you again on Friday for the live stream. And those of us here at the Lions Club, we're all one through our yoga. We accept each other with love. Namaste. Hi, Jane. Hi, Ellis.